When Jesus comes again, there's going to be a great resurrection, a great rapture of the living, a great resurrection of the dead. And the people that are resurrected, the people that are raptured, will have glorified bodies. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 tells us about these glorified bodies. What's your body going to be like in heaven? We know that people will have real bodies, literal bodies, will be able to see and understand each other, but what will those bodies be like? I want to tell you, they're going to be good. It's going to be the same body you have now, except better. Better in a whole lot of ways. First of all, it's going to be perfected. Everything it should have been if Adam and Eve had never sinned, that's what your body will be. Everything it could be if you lived on a perfect diet in a perfect place and took perfect care of yourself and there was no pollution or contaminants, your body's going to be perfected. Everything it could be, everything it should be. It's still going to be human. You're going to have a real, literal body. You're not going to look like something else. You're going to look like you. You're going to look like a human. You're going to have a human body. 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 ears, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. That body's going to be imperishable. It's going to not get old. It's not going to get fat. You're not going to break your bones. You're not going to go bald. You're not going to need glasses. You're not going to need fillings. You're not going to need operations. It's going to be imperishable. Beyond that, and I really like this, it's going to be glorious. Can you imagine having a glorious body? We know that there's a lot of glory involved because of the presence of God that we will be living in. The Scripture says that in our new bodies, we're going to shine like the sun. We're going to shine like the brightness of heaven itself. We know that we're going to be like the stars, shining forever and ever like lightning. We're going to come and we're going to have bodies of glorious splendor. That's exciting. I can't wait to have a glorious body. This is pretty cool. It's going to be a super-powered body. It says that He will raise us with power and glory. Think about this. The Scripture also says that when we see Jesus, we will be like Him. What was Jesus like after He rose, resurrected from the dead? Well, we know that He could walk through walls. That's pretty interesting. We know that He could disappear from people's sight. That's pretty interesting. We also know that He had the ability to ascend into heaven. I don't know if that means we're going to be able to fly. I don't know exactly what that means, but our bodies are going to be able to do things in heaven that they're not able to do here on earth. You're going to have some superpowers. Beyond that, of course, our bodies will be immortal. In a few days, I'm going to be speaking at a funeral. And we can encourage people at funerals that if the person has been saved, that death is not the end. That death is a graduation into eternity. There's going to be no funeral homes, no cemeteries, no graves, no death in heaven. People will live forever. What an exciting thought that will be. You're going to have a glorified body in heaven, but it's interesting. In 1 Corinthians 15, Paul concludes this chapter with this encouragement. He says, "Therefore, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord." I want to encourage you, live hard for God. Go all out for God. Give Him everything you got. Love Him with all your heart, your soul, your mind, your strength, your body, because one day you're going to have a glorified body.